Hi, I'm Timo. Welcome to another short lesson with Professor Timo. Today we'll work on ED verb pronunciation. So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more English language development. So take a look at my screen here. Today we'll work on two things, ED verb pronunciation with just the word, and then we'll work on the ED verb pronunciation in a phrase. Here I've put a table for you. In general, there are three sounds for ED verbs at the end of the word. There's a soft T sound, there's a soft D sound, and then there's a sound pronounced like id. So let's focus on the soft T sound first. I'd like to tell you that the soft T and the soft D sound is more or less the same. So if one or the other is easier for you to make, you could do either one of these and it wouldn't be a big deal. On the other hand, this third column is very, very different because it actually adds another syllable to your ED word. So you can say these two more or less the same or interchangeably. That's not a big deal, but you cannot say this group the same as the other ones. So let's take a look at the column on the left. I want you to focus on the ending. So the first word is light, light. The second word is smoked, smoked. You can hear in both of these that I'm adding almost a T sound at the end of it. The third one, looked, looked. After that, we have watched, watched, and then danced, danced. You can see as I say these to you, I'm making sure to enunciate my words. I definitely want you to focus on the way my mouth looks, and then you can replicate that when you say it on your own. And we have talked, talked, cooked, stopped, focused, and pronounced. You should also see that there's a slight pause in between the verb pronounce and the ending sound, pronounced, pronounced. And finally, we have worked, worked. The middle column you'll see is quite similar to that one, only instead of the T sound, like liked, you have something of a D sound, closed, closed. You're not exactly saying closed, but it's close enough. You could say either one of those and it's really not a big deal. So this one is closed, listened, listened, cleaned. Notice the position of my mouth. When I say the ending, the mouth doesn't really move. Listen again, cleaned, cleaned. After that, played. You can see that the mouth is holding its position, although it's producing a sound, played. After that, opened, opened, arrived, arrived. So you can see that on some of these words, like opened and arrived, the sound is not quite a D and not quite a T. It's even something in the middle of that. Arrived, opened. After that, we have scared, traveled, organized, disappeared, and differed. Quite frequently, when I do this lesson, I combine these two categories. You can hear on some of these, organized, it almost sounds like it's the T sound. So the difference between these two columns is so small that it's insignificant. You don't have to worry am I making the T or am I making the D sound? You don't need to worry about that. As long as you're getting it more or less right, either one will work for you. On the other hand, we have this third column. This third column adds an extra syllable. So I want to give you an example here with the word closed. In the present tense form, close, that's one syllable. In the past tense, closed, that's also one syllable. However, let's take the word want. In the present tense, want, that's one syllable, but the past tense is wanted. That's a two-syllable word. So this entire column adds an extra syllable for the ED. You can hear wanted, waited, excited, listed, etc. It turns the word list into a two-syllable word, listed. Here, excite, that's a two-syllable word, excite, becomes excited, a three-syllable word. Wait, that's one syllable, becomes waited, that's a two-syllable word. So this entire column adds an extra syllable. So the question you need to ask yourself is, what's the difference? Why do I have an extra syllable for this column, but I don't have an extra syllable for this column? For example, listen is two syllables. Listens, that's two syllables also. That extra slight sound is not a syllable. It's just a slight sound, listens. But then excited, that's three syllables. You'll notice I've put letters in bold. And these letters are either a T or a D. So here's a helpful rule for you. Look for the ED and then look at the letter before it. If the letter before the ED is a T or a D, then you add that extra syllable. Let me repeat that for you. If your letter before the ED is a T, you add an extra syllable, wanted. Here's another T, waited. Here's another T, excited. So you can hear it's something of an id sound, id. Here you have a T before the ED, listed. Another T, started. Another T, visited, visited. Let's take a look at this one. The present tense is two syllables, visit, visited, visited. So you can see quite clearly that you're adding an extra syllable here that you are not adding here. Let's take another look here. Differ, that's two syllables, differed. It's still two syllables with just the touch of a sound at the end. But here with our D words, there's your ED. The letter before the ED is a D. Needed, added, folded, demanded, ended. All right. So section 1, we just worked on the word itself, just the word. Oftentimes you'll find that that doesn't really help you because you're not just saying one word, you're saying a phrase, a sentence, a group of words, etc. So I'd like to show you a few different combinations that you should be thinking about working on. All right, here we've got a present tense verb, like. After that word, you have a word that starts with a vowel. So you'll want to connect the K sound to the vowel sound. I like it. I like it. I like it. Now, what's the difference here if you just take the same phrase, I like it, with the past tense? Now, let's remember, In the past tense, that is liked, liked. So you take that ending sound and you connect it to the I. I liked it. I liked it. Listen to these together. I like it. I liked it. I like it. I liked it. Okay. You can also have the S for the third person. Connect that. She likes it. Likes it. So once again, here you have a word that starts with a vowel. Find the consonant sound from the previous word and connect them. Here it's like it, liked, liked it, likes, likes it. So one more time, we have I like it, I liked it, she likes it. All right, here's another verb, to look. So here are some common phrases. This word, out, starts with a vowel. So look at the consonant sound that precedes it. Here we have look, look out, look out. Another common one is the ing sound. All right, here we have looking, looking out. So this phrase together sounds like this. She's looking out the window. She's looking out the window. That's the way to connect them and not say each word individually. Here's another phrase. We looked at it. We looked at it. So here you can see the present tense, look out. And then here, looked at, looked at. We looked at it. If we want to take a look at the present tense form of that, we looked at it versus look at it. So here you see quite clearly, look at, looked at, look at, looked at. You can also see my mouth is making a motion. My mouth is changing position. Look at, looked at. All right, let's take a look at a couple more examples here with stop. Stop at the red light. And then the past tense form, stopped at, stopped at. So we have stop at versus stopped at. That whole phrase, stop at the red light. I stopped at the red light. Sometimes it's hard to hear. It's a big job that you have. If you have problems with the ED pronunciation, it's not easy. It takes repetition, but also if you can think of some of these rules that I'm trying to give you and some of these combinations I'm showing you, that'll help you a lot. So let's take a look what we're working on. The present tense form versus the past tense form. Also the ing form, and also the third person singular. So you'll want to have it in its present tense form, its past tense form, the form with the S, and the form with the ing. If you're able to say all these combinations well, you'll be able to put phrases together in the right way. So here we go again. Stop at the red light. I stopped at the light. They're stopping at the light. Stopping at, stopping at. They're stopping at the light. All right, moving on to our next set. Here the S makes something of a Z sound. Close, close. You can hear it's a Z, Z, the strong, not the soft S. It's a Z. So let's connect the Z sound to the I. Close it, close it. Then in the past tense, he closed it. So again, please note that difference. Close it versus closed it. You can even see my mouth expands with the ED version. Closed it versus close it, where it stays somewhat closed. Now with the ing form, I'm closing it, closing it. I'm closing it. And then with the S, it closes at 3 p.m. Closes at. So just like the first close with a Z, this is another Z sound, closes at. All right, so this is one more time. It closes at 3 p.m. In this way, you'll start to get the rhythm of the language. And once you get the rhythm of the language, you'll be able to speak that way a little more confidently, but you'll also be able to understand it when other people speak like that to you. So let's take a look at clean. Here we have clean up. We cleaned up. She cleans up at night. And I'm cleaning up. So one more time here. Clean up. Cleaned up. Cleans up. Cleaning up. Quite distinct from each other. Now play. Play at. Played at. Plays at. Playing at. With the ing, you should also have an extra syllable there. So let's say those whole phrases. We play at night. We played at night. She plays at night. She's playing at night. And we've got two more examples here, and then we'll finish up. Let's go through these. I want it. I wanted it. She wants it. Wanting it is hard. So here you have the one syllable want. I want it. And here you have the two syllable wanted. So I wanted it. The difference between these two phrases is simply an extra syllable. Here, I want it. 3 syllables. Here, I wanted it. 4 syllables. So the difference is an extra syllable for that ed. And then she wants it. She wants it. Connect the S to the I. And here, wanting it. Wanting it is hard. And our last example with to wait. Wait up for me. I waited up for you. She waits up at night. And I'm waiting up for you. So here are your 4 things that you can practice. Wait up, the present tense. Waited up, the past tense. Waits up, the third person singular. And waiting up with the ing. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope it was helpful for you, and please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more content. Have a great day.